Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, and this is my second Rogue Echo Rower video. The first video was the unboxing, so if you haven't checked that out, subscribe to my channel and check out the Rogue Echo Rower unboxing video. But now that I've gotten it out of the boxes, we're going to go through the Rogue Echo Rower assembly step by step. And as you probably saw if you've already watched my unboxing video, everything was very well packaged. No shipping damage at all, and my expectation is that hopefully I've got all the parts, that hopefully no parts are missing, and I wouldn't think there would be. If you've never dealt with Rogue products, Rogue is very quality focused. So there's a minimal amount of pieces that we're going to have to assemble here, but we're going to go through it step by step. Let's see, step one, take out the frame. Use the Torx wrench, which is this. It's nice they included this because this is one of those things a lot of people may not have. It's even branded Rogue. That's pretty cool. Use the Torx wrench to remove the 6 screws. So these wooden pieces here, these are the quantity 6 screws that they're talking about. This is basically, I think, a piece of packaging material to better ensure that this arrived in perfect condition. So we're going to take out the frame and remove the 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fits perfectly. I wouldn't expect anything less. Okay, so there's 1. 2. 'I didn't mess around. That's a high quality block of wood right there. Okay, there's 3. Now I'll do the 3 on the other side here. Very high quality. Until you hold this, until you touch this Rogue Echo Rower with your paws, you can't appreciate the excellent build quality. It looks highly aesthetically pleasing as well. So build quality, I'd say, is just as good as the aesthetics. I mean, this thing is top quality. This is gym equipment, in my case home gym equipment, that'll hopefully last a long time. Because I need, I've gotten fat and I need to work rowing into my routine. Just some little pieces of packing material there is all that is. Okay, so we've done that. That was easy enough. And now, and it says these can be disposed of, obviously, so it's high quality wood if you needed it for a project, but I don't. Let's see. So now we're going to do, that was step 1. Is step uno, assemble the end cap onto the frame. Okay? That would be this piece. And let's see, I'll twist this around so you can see what I'm doing here. All that the end cap is this little piece right here. Just pops on. Okay, that was easy. No tools required for that. Okay, now fix the turf tire wheels onto the front. Okay, so we've got several pieces involved with this step. We've got this, paying attention to the orientation here. some of this stuff you just got to take a close look at it. So the first thing we're going to do is get the pieces here. And everything's labeled, it's clearly labeled. Front wheel nuts, quantity 4. So we're going to get those 4. One, 2, 3, and 4. So we got those 4 nuts. And other than that, let's see. And then this is the 17mm wrench that they included. So we're going to utilize it. Whoa. Just made a mistake. I dropped 4 of these pieces here. But I've got them and I'm putting them back in because I don't want to pull stuff out until the assembly instructions prompt me to do so. So all we're getting out is stuff as we're needing to do it. Okay, so I got that out. Now what we got to do is decipher, which this is easy stuff. Okay, these are marked. So these are what they call the turf wheels. This says L, and then when we look here, there's an L right there. So what we're going to do is then figure out, okay, the orientation. How does this So the question is, does it go, I mean, I know it's L for left. Does it go that way? Or does it go this way? And I'm going to say it goes this way because if it went the other way, it would, this piece, see how that looks? But if it went this way, then that's hanging off the side, which my assumption is that they probably wouldn't have a piece hanging off the side. This looks like this is probably correct. If I have to disassemble it, I will, but I'm fairly confident this is correct. So what I'm going to do is finger tighten these 2 nuts. And then I'll use the included wrench. Exceptional build quality. These wheels are awesome, and just this frame piece is awesome. High quality wrench, by the way, which is nice. I mean, everything, if I can use a word over and over, which I will, it's quality. high quality, extremely high quality here. That's good and sturdy. And now we'll do the wheel on the opposing side here. Oh, and here's your confirmation that I did this correctly. There's the L on the tire, that's a piece, and then there's the L there. So both L's are on the outside. So that further confirms that I attached this correctly. So just something to be aware of. That was a detail, let's see. That was a detail they could have included in the within the instructions, but I'm just being nitpicky. I mean, I'm not trying to be a punk, man, and be like, dude, these instructions are not good. The instructions are great. Very easy to understand, but see this one, R, which is right, obviously R here, and then R here on the same side. So that's what I needed to know. And again, we'll finger tighten and then use the wrench. Okay, and just for good measure, I'm going to double check these, make sure I got them good and tightened. And then these again. Just because I don't want to re-tighten things in the future. I just want it to be right the first time. Okay, so those are ready. Very nice. I cannot emphasize how high quality these feel and how good they look. And speaking of how good it looks, I'm going to take these L's off because we don't want stickers. Okay, there's that one. Good idea to take stickers like this off because stickers over time can become harder to get off, and over time they may leave adhesive residue, and these didn't because I'm taking them off right now after assembling that piece. Came off, no residue visible, that's great. Okay. Okay, now this has a caution. Pinch point, dude. Don't pinch yourself like a little crab, man. Okay, it's recommended to use 2 people. Okay, can I clone myself? Nope. So I'm going to brave it 1 person. It is recommended to use 2 people for this step. Stand the frame vertically, then carefully release the locking clip and spread the ends of the rower main frame. Insert the round crossbar of the front leg assembly. Now the pinch point is right here and it's clearly marked, so we're going to be careful. So the front part's going to go that way. I mean, not that it matters, I'm just trying to visualize this. Because the piece where I will attach this is currently on the underside. So we're going to again, this is an assembly video. First time I've assembled this. I'm not going to rush anything. So I want to kind of have this spread. Okay, that'll make contact with the ground. Okay, now, again, pinch point. Be careful. Pinch point. Okay, so it is showing this kind of spread open like this. See, this would be easier with more people. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to move this, watching out for the pinch point, against this hole here. Okay, so now I've got it against the pole. Again, this would be easier if you had more than one person. Can you see that in the? Yeah, kind of. So we're gonna, let's see, I want to see what it says to use for the attachment here. Let's see, insert the okay, these are going to be 57. Okay, so that's why it's important to keep all these bolts in the correct spot until you pull them out. 57, there's quantity 4 of those. So I'm going to get those 4 that are marked 57. I really wish I could get, okay, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to orient these at the level where I remove them from the package. And then that way I can cross-reference the package, because I'm going to have to take these out, unfortunately, to get to the bottom. In other words, you want to make sure you know what's what when you take it out of the package. Okay, so these are the 4 that I need for this coming step. I'm going to get these 4, and now it basically shows. So a few things to orient yourself. See this side right here that has the pads, I call it pads. These are going to face this back part. They're not going to face the part with this little wheel. So this is where it's going to get tricky doing this with myself. Again, being aware of the pinch point. So maybe if I kind of stage that on the ground there, and then move this over. Okay, now I've got it. And don't grab the pinch point. What I'm going to do is just barely finger tighten, just to get them lined up. Because there's a total of 4. And again, this would be optimal if you had another person, and I'm not going to involve my wife with this assembly project. Okay, and apparently they don't use this tool. They use the Allen wrench. This is just getting everything lined up before tightening. Okay, now I've got them finger tightened here and lined up, so don't force anything. And I'm not tightening all the way, I'm just kind of going around and getting them started. do that, if that may make it easier. I think it's going to be easier like this. Now I'm just getting them good and tight. Yeah, that step would have been easier with 2 people, but I made it work. Okay, so I got those. That was the most challenging step so far. And notice what I was talking about, the wheels, they don't have the bumper part on this side, the bumper part's on that side. And that would be an easy point of failure. Okay, now we're going to do the 2 foot pieces using item 83. So it just so happens 83, there's 6 of these. Those are the ones I have not used yet. But I've got others I haven't used also. So we're going to take those out. And let's see what they use. I think they're going to use this tool. Yeah, they use this tool. And they're marked right and left. Here's L. And then there's the hole pattern. This is R. Guess what I can do now is take this protective piece off so I can another piece on there, packing material. That was for transport, so it wouldn't slide around during transit. Nice. Okay, so the reason I took that off, see this snaps, this top piece, this snaps into the legs like that. So now I've got a sturdy work area. So we're going to take R, which is this side, looking at the orientation here, to oh, there's only one way it can go. So you got R, there's a hole. Let me rotate this so y'all can see it. This is an assembly video. So see, there's hole, hole, hole. And then this is marked R. I'm going to go ahead and take the R sticker off. So notice the R one. Okay, there's that. Now, like I said, this tool, this right here should be very straightforward. Okay, so I'll start with this top one here. And I'm just barely tightening, because then I'm going to line these two. Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. And that's why you never want to tighten until you know, okay, see, there's only one way this can go, but you need to get your bolts started before you tighten them all the way. Okay, now we've got all three for this side. They weren't messing around with this quality, man. This build quality is exceptional. And the other thing I didn't mention, all of this hardware that's included, high quality. How many times have you purchased inferior home gym equipment and, you know, like the heads of the bolt stripped and this, that, and the other? I mean, this is high quality. That's not even a concern. And now I'm going to do the same on the other side, the left, which is marked L, is in left. Same thing, going to start with one. Start with this one here. I just gently tightened it because I'm going to line these other two up. Okay, that step's complete. Now, secure the rear foot assembly to the rower. Okay, so that is this piece, and we will use 111, which are the ones I positioned on the top. So these are the 111. And they will use this tool. This piece has an angle, as you can see here. Actually, it's got an R for right. So that's another indication. But you're going to want facing the ground. You're going to want this, the angled part, facing up. So where this is going to go is and there's L, by the way. There's an L on the back right there to confirm where it goes. So you'll have L and L, and I was correct looking at the visual diagram. But that's what's good about these instructions. They don't leave any assumptions like a lot of instructions do. So, you know, now this piece right here, I can see why I should not have taken this off earlier, because now this is in the way of the bolts that I'm putting in. But what we'll do is finger tighten, and then we'll slide that up to use the tool. So what I did taking that off earlier, I took it off prematurely. So remember, when you assemble if you get a Echo rower, remember not to take that off as soon as I did. Here's the jump rope right here. Here's what I'll do. I'll put this up here and wrap this jump rope around it. See, I shouldn't have taken that off when I did. Small things, but you know, lesson learned. Hopefully you're watching this assembly video and you'll be like, man, Irix guy showed me that and I didn't mess up. See, problem solved. Now I can get my tool in here and access this. Okay, just getting them good and tight. Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to use the last 4 bolts, which are these. And we're going to get the seat. This part will face the ground, this little cutout part. And yet another reason why you should not have taken off the protected piece, because see, that would hold it for this. But fortunately I had a jump rope and I was able to retrofit. And now I've got all 4 in, so I can tighten them. Uh-oh. May have messed up. I had to undo 2 of these to get this jump rope out. Again, another reason to just leave the packing zip tie or whatever you call it on there until you've assembled this, because see, this is where you can create unnecessary frustration for yourself. I'm going to take them all off. This is not your standard assembly, but I'm not going to edit this video because this is my assembly and this is what happened to me. I hate rework. Okay, well there it is. So that's on there. Now, and this piece right here is to hold the seat. Okay, placing a foot on one of the rear tires, releasing the hinge and slowly pulling the roller out into horizontal position. So now we're going to, in essence, unfold . Okay, there we go. And this up here is the pinch point, remember? So now that's snapped. Couple of stickers. Okay, got those off. Okay, now we're going to do the computer. Oh, it came with two name brand batteries. That's nice. Haven't seen a D-cell battery in forever. Obviously using the little screwdriver that came with it. Put the batteries in. Now I'll put this, tighten this again, the screws. Now we'll use this tool again and take this piece out. You don't want to get this too tight, but you want to get it tight enough to where, you know, so you can position it, so see it doesn't just flop. See, so personal preference there. Now there is a final step. There's this little cable. Looks like a power cable, and it plugs into the hole right there. The only hole that'll accept it. So that was pretty easy. Interesting that it has D batteries. Now, I'm going to read up on that. That's kind of interesting that it had batteries. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just, I don't know. I haven't seen a D battery in forever. And then this right here. And they say don't store while your rower's not in use. Don't keep this attached here. Kind of let it. I think the best thing to do is release the tension. But I don't know. Y'all tell me. What do y'all think about that? But very, very nice. This should conclude the assembly. Oh, and this right here, this just prevents the, when you fold this thing up, this prevents the seat from sliding down. So you can put this on there. See, the seat won't move, but obviously before you row, you can't have this there because the seat won't move. So you can store it down here underneath. Very nice motion. Well, that's the assembly. That's all this video is. Step-by-step Rogue Echo Rower assembly video. So as you can see, it took me a while. It would be optimal if you had 2 people for the leg attachment step. As you saw, I struggled with that a little bit. And as a takeaway, do not take the protective zip tie piece off until after you've assembled the seat, because otherwise you'll probably run into struggles like I did with that, which it wasn't a problem, it was just a nuisance. But yeah, see, all of this is adjustable. Very nice. Subscribe, ring that bell, and check out, like I said, I've got an unboxing video. This was the Rogue Echo Rower assembly video, and I'm going to be doing a lot of review videos. And if you've got questions, comments, just ask, and I'll try to respond in the form of a video. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, iRick Guy here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and when you do, ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.